Earlier this week, I shared a video talking about how I give my son an allowance, and I did not know that that was a controversial take or an unpopular opinion, whatever you want to call it. And I thought I'd share something else that I do with my son. And at this point, we're just going to make this a series. But what I do, and you guys are going to get mad, I buy my son whatever he wants. And I also, like, if we go to the store, he doesn't have to ask me to get anything, he can just get it. And my reasoning behind that is super simple, and it's just that I never want him to be impressed by someone else offering him money or buying him things that he wants. Because I think when you're in your teen years and even your early 20s, it's super easy to manipulate someone. And if you're not used to like getting nice things or used to having money in your pocket, I feel like it kind of leaves room for something scary to happen. And I'm speaking from my personal experience. I'm not going to share on here like what that situation or what that was, but it's just something that I truly, truly feel passionately about. And then honestly, the second thing is just he didn't ask to be born. And I think kids deserve to enjoy life and they have forever to become adults and pay bills and save money. And I want to make his childhood a positive experience and just something that he values and can look back on and, just say, like, wow, like this was so much fun, or oh, this was so cool, and stuff like that. And obviously, like, my son is super appreciative of everything he has. Every time I buy him something, it's thank you. Every time, even if we're just like going to eat and he gets like an ice cream cone at Dairy Queen, or the other day we went to the Dollar Tree and he got a Hot Wheel car. Mind you, he's 13. He always says thank you and he always tells me how appreciative he is for everything that he has. And it's just the way that I parent. I'll give you guys some examples of like ways that I implement this. So, for example, last night we went to Walmart and did some grocery shopping, and he does not ever have to ask me to put anything into the cart. Usually, what I do is when we head to the checkout lane, I ask him, like, what'd you find? And he shows me, and then I just buy it. Last night, he showed me what he got, and it was like a pack of mechanical pencils. He found like a Beyblade and a poster. And then I think he found like random snacks throughout the store that he wanted. And then he is 13, so he's getting into skincare. He found a sunscreen and a face wash that he really wanted. Another example, this past weekend, we went to Barnes& and Noble because I was actually looking for something. And he ended up finding like a Funko Pop and a couple other like anime things that he wanted. And same thing, I just usually ask him like, what'd you find? And he shows me, and then I just get it. And I think I'm just really blessed right now to be in this spot financially. But I do remember when he was younger, sometimes I could not afford to buy him anything because at that point I was living paycheck to paycheck. And so what I would do is if I was going to the store, I wouldn't take him with me. Or I would save up like $5 here and there so that I could take him to the store and he could pick something out. And that worked for us. And yes, he does get an allowance on top of that because, like I said, I don't want him to ever be impressed by money. And I think that it's really good for kids to have money in hand so that they can learn how to distribute it and they can learn that once it's gone, it's gone. But you're also going to get it back eventually, whether that's through allowance or through a paycheck, and you live and you learn. And if you spent your allowance, the first hour you got it, you learn to not do that the next week. I also think it's super important for kids to have money because you never know what's going to happen. And again, he's not always with me. So if he's with his friends, like I said, and they go on their little gas station runs or they run by the store and he's with them, he doesn't have to ask anyone for anything. He has money on him. And I just love my kid and I love spoiling him. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like we've been through the trenches when he was younger. Like, I would say when he was like from ages 1 to like 4 were the most difficult of my life and his. And we didn't have a car and we had to share a room and I couldn't afford anything. Like, it was rough. And now we're not there anymore. And everything that I've done is for him. So, super long explanation, but yeah. And I do want to add this because I know someone's going to bring it up. Yes, he will be getting a job when he can. In Colorado, you have to be 14 to legally work. He's 13 right now. So he knows that next year for summer, he will be working, but none of that money will be for like groceries or his phone bill or his necessities. That's my job. That will just be his fun money, and then money that he should probably save up if he wants to get a car, because I've told him like once it's time for you to drive, I will match whatever you have saved up. I think that's a really good way to go about it, just so that he knows that it does take a lot of work to have a car and just so that he values it a little bit more. But for right now, like he's just chilling, living his best life. And again, he's a really good kid. He does chores around the house. He always tries to help me. He's super polite and well mannered. That's something that I always hear from his friends' parents. And he's just a good kid. So he deserves it.